Hey, Tansy Lynn Stahl here from the Modern Day Mystic, popping on to remind you something that is essential. Whether you are a service provider, whether you are a coach, a teacher, a practitioner, you don't want to miss this because so many people I see have a deep-rooted fear of rejection. Pretty normal thing. I think as human beings, every one of us has this to some level or another. Now, one thing that we don't all have though, is the understanding the difference between what is a rejection and what is an objection. Because not always when someone says, wow, that's a lot of money, or so-and-so charges less, or I can join this program for this amount, that doesn't always mean that they're saying no to working with you. So we're going to dive into this in just one moment here. I'm going to take a moment, share this over into the Modern Day Mystics group, which if you are not inside there and you have a business, a spiritual business, whether you are a healer, a holistic practitioner, a coach, a mindfulness coach, intuitive coach, spiritual coach, if you are teaching Reiki, if you are teaching mediumship development, psychic development, you should be in there because it is such an incredible and powerful place to be. By the way, if you're hopping on, say hello. If you're watching the replay, let me know that you're watching the replay. Comment along just like you were here. That way I know that this is being helpful for you. Let me know. And if you know someone who could use to hear this, feel free to share it. Feel free to tag them, whatever works best for you so that they can have access to this too. Because this is something that so many business owners struggle with, whether it's business owners, if they're in sales, we even struggle with this in our personal life. I mean, no one likes the feeling of feeling rejected. So let's dive in. It is so important to remember that when someone says to you, that's a lot of money, or what hours are you available? And you tell them, they say, you know, I work the weekends or whatever it is, or I'm only off on the weekends. That does not mean that they're saying no to you and your services. That just means they have some reorganizing to do. I used to have this all the time in my business as a psychic medium and intuitive energy healer. I had little kids. I didn't want to work on the weekends. So people would call me and say, well, I'm only off on the weekends. Okay, well, this is what I have available. 99% of those people made it work with their schedule. So even though in your mind you may be thinking, what if they won't? What if they won't? Or what if someone says, that's too much money, you charge how much? I can go to so-and-so for less. That does not mean that they do not want to work with you. But because we take on this energy and we have this resistance and this fear of someone saying, that's too much, or I'm not available that day, or will there be a replay available, or I was really hoping for one-to-one coaching, whatever it is time to release the energy that they're saying no. Release that energy because they're just asking you clarifying questions. They're just voicing how they're feeling, what they're thinking. But if you show up in a way where you just go, oh, you can't be there live? Okay. You're allowing their objection to be a rejection. Instead of saying, that's okay, there will be a replay, it will be available for 7 days, whatever it is. Don't assume that their objections are rejections. Instead, stay confident in yourself, in your services, in your rates, in your hours. And others who see the value in what you do will make it work. They will make it work. What often happens is in business, we take things extra personal. And we go, oh, that means that they think that I charge too much, or that, I'm not flexible, or that I should charge less, or that I should, work on the weekends, or I should do this, I should do that. We get all these stories that we come up with in our mind. When really all that we're hearing are little issues that can be worked out. That's it. That's it. So don't make it into something bigger. Don't take their objections and make them into rejections. They're not rejecting you. They just have to make some things work. That's all that it is. That's all that it is. And as soon as you disconnect from that and say, that's okay, the sooner you're going to free yourself. The sooner you're going to free yourself, and you're going to see the benefits from doing so. So I hope that this has been helpful, and just in case you need to hear it again, this is your daily reminder. Do not allow objections to become rejections, because they're not. They're not. Stay positive, stay confident, stay in your energy, and keep doing what you do. So I hope that this has been helpful. If you haven't already checked out Limitless Leads, it will be happening soon. I'm so excited. Psychic Biz School is also $500 off right now. So incredibly excited to see all the amazing mystics who've dove into that. And then we also do have space in the High Value Mystic program if you're ready to develop, design, and launch your own unique high value program. Have an amazing day, and we will chat soon.